Ahoy! Spent all that time getting this eye patch on just for a stupid bit, and away it goes into storage, never to be seen again. Well, it's that time of the week again. It's time to hastily record the weekly video, and there is a lot to talk about. For one, you might be able to notice if I did it right that I lied. Yeah, I got the Switch 2 edition, which means we are running the game in 4K. And for you, I hope that means that the picture quality is a little bit nicer. For me, it means that the frame rate has gotten noticeably worse when I'm playing through the capture card. Now that is a problem with my capture method, that is not a problem with the video or the game. I hope. I mean, I know the game is running fine, but I hope the video is running at a full 30 frames per second, and yes, that is 30 frames per second. The frame rate did not get a boost by going to the Switch 2 version. That's because the game ties various different things to the frame rate, and if they wanted to make the frame rate a full 60, they would have to rework the code, essentially. And yeah, that's possible, but it's not easy, and I can see why they wouldn't want to do that. It stinks, and it's something that a lot of developers still do. They shouldn't be doing that. We have the ability to not tie the physics to the game speed, so like, get with it, developers. Now, on top of the fact that we are playing on the Switch 2 edition, we also are playing on 3.0. And unfortunately, I can only dabble in the 3.0 stuff right now. The main selling point of the 3.0 update is the hotel stuff. And unfortunately, my island is still new. You can see that the hotel is being built, and it will actually be finished tomorrow. But yeah, right now the hotel just isn't available. But we do have Cap'n. And that actually leads me back to something that I was saving for recording time. I have fossils, and 1,000 bells. But I have 5 fossils here. I've been digging around trying to get the fossils that I can get. And let's go and get these fossils assessed. Oh no. He's thinking. That's not a good sign. A cafe? Fans were begging for that for years. Oh. Free picture. As if my storage isn't full enough. This actually is the first day that I'm able to do that stuff. So, no, I have not been holding out and just waiting for recording opportunities. I actually couldn't do this until today. 1,000 miles is quite a bit for me right now, but progress is progress, and I can always grind another 1,000. It's not that bad. This actually seems like a pretty lackluster island. The Cap'n Islands, like he just said, are pretty similar to the Nook Mile Islands you can go to, but they can have like different seasons and stuff like that. This one is still winter, and they're peach trees, which is really, really, well, it's what I have. It's winter on my island, and I have peach trees. Whoa, it's a Gaioid fragment. There's also this guy here. I have a picture of him. You know a Brewster? I'm looking for you. Not a good pickup line. Blathers sent me to. Oh boy, another Gaioid fragment. Neat. Is that it? Nothing else to say. Fine. Be that way. I'll take the stuff. Like I said, there's kind of a lot of stuff to go over in today's episode, or this week's episode. One of those things is resources are a lot more valuable because they made the game much, much easier. I know enough of the general opinions to know that there are a lot of people who aren't super in love with the update, and, you know, it could be better, it should be better, blah blah blah, enjoy things, dang it. Dang it. Yeah, this update stinks. I got a repeat recipe. I'm all for criticizing where criticism is due, but I also feel like some people are so obsessed with the idea that everything should be better, all the games we play should be better, the updates should be better, and people just don't want to enjoy things, and it kind of stinks sometimes. It's like, I'm not blind to the state of New Horizons, I'm not blind to the way people feel about New Horizons, but man, people really act like this game killed their dog. Okay, so we talked to Brewster, and now, if we go back to the museum, I actually don't know if anything happens. Others might have something to say, or I will just get my fossils assessed, because I forgot to do that earlier. Well, he's awake. What you thinking, Blatty? I found him. Columbidae? Columbidae? Yay! Cornered. He said, I hear you, which is what every CEO says when they don't actually care. Weehoo. I still have fossils, dear. Not a deer, he's an owl. Yes, please. Huh. Is that new? I skipped a lot of dialogue there. Was that a new thing? If you hit donate, but you only have fossils? Huh. I swear that's new. Did I discover a new thing? Wow. As far as I'm concerned, I just hit the wrong button. I didn't mean to discover something. And maybe I didn't. Maybe that's not a new discovery, but maybe it's been in the game for like 3 updates or so. Now the good news with that is I can sell some of those fossils because a couple days ago I bought a house upgrade and my bell supply is bad. I did, by the way, I did buy turnips. I did sell turnips. And I don't think I'm going to do it again for a while, because turnips, they don't really do much for you, because I only spent 30,000 bells on them. And I got about double that. So, you know, I doubled my profit, but I made 30,000 bells, and if you spend like an hour diving, you can get 30,000 bells. Like, it's just not that big a deal to get 30,000 bells in this game. But, yeah, 35,000 bells is what I have in my pockets. I think I have some in the ABD, but it's not great. You also may have noticed that KK Slider is here, and that means that I did get the island to a 3-star rating. That's also why there's a bunch of mannequins with shirts on, because this game makes you ruin your town in order to make your town pretty, and I will be getting rid of those. I will not be getting rid of those in today's video, or probably in any video, because that is a very monotonous process. Same for all the flowers and all the baby trees. Just a lot of really tedious stuff that I have done to make the island a better place. And when you get KK Slider for the first time, which basically completes the tutorial, you get a lot of new things you can spend Nook Miles on. One of those is this. One of those is the Be a Chef DIY Recipes Plus. Now that gives you stuff for cooking. I'm holding off on that because it's 2,000 Nook Miles, for one, and for two, I suspect that this gives you the ability to get cooking recipes, and right now I want more furniture recipes. I don't really want cooking recipes, so I'm gonna hold off on that for now. There's also this. I'm tempted, but that's mostly for my own amusement. I don't really want to do, like, custom patterns made by other people. I'm fine with the idea of making my own custom patterns, but I just don't really like taking from other people, especially because I don't know how to credit other people, and I don't know if I would be even crediting the right person. You know, it's easier when you get to, like, a Tumblr blog and you have some, like, actual paper trail, you have something to link to. With this, I wouldn't have anything to link to, so I'm probably not going to do a whole lot with custom patterns from other people. This is where a lot of Nook Miles are going to go, which is these paths that you can put down. I did buy a couple of them, which is why my Nook Miles are so low, but yeah, I need to probably get all of these at one point. But right now, it doesn't really matter. Rest of the stuff, it's been here basically ever since I got the town hall. A lot of this stuff is good for, like, an urban setting, but I'm not doing an urban setting. I'm doing a very foresty setting. A lot of these, like, topiaries, hedges, that kind of stuff, maybe in some of the more built-up parts of the town I will do that. But, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Nook shopping is kind of interesting. I don't think there's anything new in the daily selection section, but if we go over to posters, you can see, uh-oh, who is that? That's a new animal. And I will say, I may have broken my rule about tomfoolery involving amiibos, because, it's really hard to get certain amiibos right now. Two of the new characters that you can get are Minoru. I don't know how you actually pronounce her name, from Tears of the Kingdom. And where's the other one? I scanned the other one. Why is there no the other one? That's weird. Well, the other one is Tulin, also from Tears of the Kingdom. I think he's also in Breath of the Wild, but I don't know. I don't remember names. Now, there's also the Splatoon characters. That's what I was showing initially. But before we talk about anything else, we're going to take a look at some of the new furniture items and clothing items you can get. We'll talk about you all later. Whoa, it's a thing. You can unlock different furniture items from scanning a Zelda amiibo. That's a Zelda series amiibo, so like Link, Zelda, Ganondorf. They will give you either Tulin or Minoru, whatever. And as far as I can tell, either one of them gives you all of these items, so I don't think you actually need to scan both Tulin and Minoru to get all of these. I'm not entirely certain, because I did scan both of them, but most of these you don't need both of them for. These are Splatoon-themed items. So you can get different Splatoon-themed items by scanning a number of Splatoon-themed figures. I don't know which ones work. I just did a Callie and a Marie. That got me what I was after, and that's that. I think a lot of this stuff does look kind of cool, but I'm also not the biggest Splatoon fan, so I don't know if I'm going to actually use any of this. Now we come to the stuff that is actually kind of a correction, but it's mostly just new information. As of the 3.0 update, Pocket Camp stuff is just in the game now. You no longer need to connect your Animal Crossing Pocket Camp to Animal Crossing New Horizons in order to unlock this stuff. It's just here. Forever, for everyone. And I get the impression that the same is also true for the Mario-themed stuff, so I think this stuff is just here now, which is also neat. And now we come to this, the Lego-themed stuff. I am mixed about this stuff. I know a lot of people are kind of mixed about it. It's cute, it's colorful, it's fun. It's also very branded. Like it's just Legos, which is cool. I don't mind it. I really don't have a problem with this stuff. I think it's fun. I think it's cute. I really like the fireplace because it just has a little Lego fire. Now the question is, am I going to use any of this stuff? Maybe. Most of the stuff isn't really applicable for like my town. And I'm also not going to be wearing the Majora's Mask. It was a funny gag. Also, Majora's Mask is my favorite video game. So like, I had to get the Majora's Mask. I actually didn't even know that was going to be in the update. Happy to see it. Didn't expect it. And don't know that I'm going to actually use it for anything. But some of the stuff like the Guardian, it looks good. It kind of fits the theme decently well. So, I don't know. It's going to kind of depend on how I feel in the moment. Right now, I'm not really thinking about the island layout all that much. That being said, there is a feature I haven't yet touched. I unlocked it yesterday. I haven't touched it because I was waiting for today's video. The Island Designer app. Essentially, it allows you to do terraforming, it allows you to do custom paths. Yes. Handy construction skills. Facing cardinal directions. This is a new feature of the update. And, yeah. Sick. So, I can come over here. That's the wrong button. How do I change things? You press plus, like the game tells you to. So I can come over here, and if I press L, I can fill things in. Oh, it's not working. There we go. And I don't have to like reposition myself. So like now I can come here and just fill things in quickly and easily, and it's so nice. This is my first time using this feature. It's so nice. In the past, you would have to like reposition yourself and just like completely change your angle, and it feels so much more archaic to do it this way. It also means when you press L, you do a fun hop. You just jump for no reason. Now, actually, I'm going to leave the river here. Not all of it. I'm going to make it so that the mouth of the river still exists, but like eventually it's going to sort of curve in somewhere. I actually started building a bridge over here because the mouth of the river doesn't move. You can't move the mouth of the river. So I kind of just figured, yeah, sure, we'll build a bridge right near the mouth of the river here. And then probably right after the bridge, I'm going to have the river bend. So we're just gonna build our own little land bridge here. And now I don't even need to pay 200,000 bells for that. It'll be a construction site forever. That is going to be all that we're going to do for now for the Island Designer stuff, because now we need to talk about something else in regards to not the update, but there is some new information. When I booted the game up for the first time today, I saw there was a letter from Harvey, where he wants me to go to Harv's Island. I mean, he always wants me to go there, but this time he has a reason for me to go there. There's a new path over there. Oh my goodness, it's a poodle. It's a sham poodle. The Dream Collective. Isn't that a Kirby compilation? Yeah, I have a Lloyd. He's busy. He's on my island, trying to get donations for a bridge. So this is a feature where you can essentially fund the creation of a few different places, they're shops. Some of them are shops, some of them just don't really do a whole lot. Let's see, I think it's 10,000 bells per shop. Oh no. It's not 10,000 bells. I can't afford any of you. Well, this is a feature I will come back to, not right now. Yeah, that feature is, basically you can build certain shops, like you can build a shop for Sahara, and then she will sell you carpets and rugs and wallpaper, or you can build Crazy Red's thing, and he'll sell you artwork. It's something worth doing. It's just not something, worth doing right now. I'm gonna go and plant the gyroid fragments. Gyroids are something that I'm not really that big on, personally. I know a lot of people really, really like them. Personally, I take them or leave them. I don't plan on collecting them. I don't think that I'm going to, like, make a point to get all the gyroids or anything like that. Especially because there are all these different colors for all the gyroids, and it's just, to me, it's a rabbit hole that it isn't worth it. Ooh, my fireplace is blocking a door. I wonder if there's anything behind the door. And nope. Actually nothing in here. The main reason I actually upgraded my house was not to add more rooms. The main reason was because I wanted more storage, which I believe is, yeah, it's only got 100 more slots in it now. To be honest, I kind of think the last new thing to mention is we have the Able Sisters. And, this is where I'm going to start nitpicking the update a little bit. I'm happy to have the update. I also hope that they do more. It would be cool if they added a few more things in the future. One of the things that this update really showed is that they are aware of how inconvenient certain things are, but there's also some evidence to me that maybe they could make things a little bit more convenient. Because if you wanted to buy, say, all of these parka undercoats, there are 5 of them, 6 of them, you can't just select. You can't select multiple ones. You have to buy one and then leave. And it's kind of a pain. My pants are missing. Do they not have pants? Do they not have any good pants? They have wide chino pants. Ugh. I might have some pants in my storage. I'm gonna hope that I do, because, oh, they have cargo pants, but not in a color that I want. This one's the closest, but it's a little bit too bright for me. I also need better shoes, because we're finally... Ooh, loafers. We are finally going to move out of the... Oh, I bought pants. We're finally going to move out of the overalls. I've been wearing them since, like, actually day 1. This is probably going to be a new era of, not wearing overalls constantly. I actually do hope to, change up the uniform every so often. One of the things that I alluded to earlier was, certain things are easier to do now. And one of those things is crafting. We knew based on some stuff that they showed in the background that the 3.0 update was going to give us the ability to craft things in bulk. So you can now craft up to 10 of, I think it's pretty much anything in the game now. But you'll notice that everything here, well, most things here, are labeled as craftable. And if we go back out, my inventory has, like, nothing in it. So why is it craftable? The answer is it now pulls from your storage. So as long as you're on your island, if you have the materials in your storage, you can craft them. And it's awesome. It's such an awesome feature to have. As much as I do like this feature, and believe me, it's a huge game changer for like actually crafting items, I also have a problem with it where it makes it so that I kind of have to keep an eye on my resources. So like if I want to make this old-fashioned wash tub, you can see that I have 170 softwood. And I can use that, that's fine. But I don't have an eye on my softwood all the time. And if it runs out, then that will be a problem in the future. So I kind of feel like I have to keep chopping trees and keep the wood supply up. And, you know, same for the stone, same for the iron, same for the clay. But that is not as big a problem as not being able to craft using your storage. It's a wonderful, wonderful feature. I'm so glad to have it. It actually means that I might craft more tools instead of just buying them. I need to clean up around my town. I need to clean up so badly. I do want to take a moment now to talk about what the island is gonna be, because I'm finally able to do terraforming. I can get rid of the river, I can move the river, I can get rid of the mountains. So what is the plan? And basically the plan is we're going to go much, much higher than I think most islands do. Most islands, they kind of live on the bottom floor, for lack of a better word. I want to move things up. I want to make it so that most of my island is on the second level. Not all of it, there will be some on the bottom level. But this part of the mountain is going to be extended massively. The next level up will also probably be expanded quite a bit. I just want more verticality that fits the vibe that I'm going for decently well, so that's what I'm planning on doing. And that means that a lot of these trees are gonna die, but it's worth it. It's also nice because that means that I'm not gonna have any more bridges to build for a while. I plan on pretty much eliminating the river, which is very exciting. I'm gonna hop over to the Paradise Planning area because I haven't been there yet today, and there should be a message in a bottle for me. Oh no. Oh no. There's Game. Oh, hi, Leaf. He wants to go to the school. I don't want what he offers. Is Lottie gonna take a lot of my time? No. ABD. Wait a minute. Can't I change my Pokey into bells? Exchange Pokey into bells. Is this the money-making scheme that I've been after? I think the exchange rate is kind of bad, though. Yeah, okay, Pokey to bells. If I did as much as possible, yeah. It's not the worst. If I needed bells, then I could do that. I don't want to do that, though. Instead, I want a crane game. There's like 3 stuffed animals in that thing. I do like the little bobblehead figure. Oh no. I just realized this is really bad for my storage. Oh. Oh well. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk to Leaf. Why not? Then I can show you the school I built. I was talking about how I like to build houses that look nice. The same does not apply to the facilities. Oh no. White tulip next to a red tulip you get. You often get more red tulips or white tulips, but you probably want me to say pink tulips. Wow. I know my primary colors. White is my favorite primary color. I can use hybrid flowers now. Using lots of plants could bring some color to my clients' yards. Wow. Blue crayon? There's... well, yeah, I've got some blue. It's just my pants. I've got a lot more green, though. Or are you blue crayon? Which one of us are you talking about? Maybe it's him. I've always assumed he was insulting me, but maybe he's insulting himself. There are a couple of features that I will go ahead and mention with the Switch 2 update. The biggest one that I will never use is mouse mode. So if you have your Joy-Con 2, you can drag your mouse down around and use it as a cursor. Wow. There are two reasons why I'm never going to use this mode. One, I mostly play the game in handheld mode. Two, it does wonderful things to the audio. Yeah, I pretty much only ever play Animal Crossing in handheld mode or to record these videos. So I could use mouse mode when I'm recording these videos. Why would I? It messes with the audio, and also I don't really plan on doing any house stuff on videos. There's one thing that I'm kind of surprised hasn't come up yet. I know that people have been finding Rossetti walking around their towns. I haven't seen that yet. And maybe that is because I don't have a hotel yet. Maybe the hotel being built is the thing that triggers Rossetti appearing. I don't know. I'm really totally not sure about that. One of the features that Rossetti is supposed to have is basically resetting your island. So like if your flowers are out of control, then Rossetti can take care of that for you, essentially. Also, the same is true for furniture. So I've been kind of hoping that I could use Rossetti to clean up my shirts and my trees and my flowers that I had to put everywhere in order to appease Isabel. But I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong and it might not work, and I might just have to clean this all up myself. The reason why you use shirts on mannequins, it doesn't have to be shirts in particular, but these count as furniture items. You can see that my inventory right now, I have 2 furniture items. If I pick up these 3 shirts, you can see my inventory does not have 3 more shirts. And that's because if you use the custom designs, then you can do display here, display as mannequin, and there you go. But because it's a custom design, it doesn't take up any inventory space when you pick it up. It's kind of annoying when you're putting them all down, but it makes the cleanup a lot easier, which I'm hoping to avoid the cleanup anyway, but if I can't, then I will be glad that I used shirts. You may have noticed when I was showing you the patterns, I blurred one of them, and that's because I've been working on, excuse the talking dog, I've been working on a flag. Now, you can see right there that that is not much of a flag. That is Afaria written in Japanese. That's the name of the island. Japanese is an aesthetic that I like, and I can read some of it, but that's basically what that is. I did my best to cram it onto that design, and that's that. I don't have the rest of the design figured out yet. That's why I blurred what I had, because I don't like what I have, and I will be getting rid of it. Oh, that's a big butterfly. Are you new? Can I have you? And when I say new, I mean, are you new for the museum, not... Did they add new butterflies in the update? Oh, I sure hope so. No, I actually kind of hope they didn't. I don't want more things to catch. It's gonna be hard enough to complete the museum. I haven't touched fishing since the first part of the game. Whoa, it's 2023. Man, 4,000 bells for a little butterfly. Well, it's a big butterfly, but still. There is a feature that I will talk about. I already have one of these. I'm gonna buy another. I'm gonna pull from storage. I'll be right back. So one of the features of the Switch 2 edition of the game is the megaphone. So you can say, KK Slider. I stopped talking long before I stopped talking. KK Slider. Does it not work with KK Slider? Lobo? That's Bam, okay. Oh no. Yeah, this was a feature in Animal Crossing New Leaf as well. It didn't work very well in New Leaf, and it doesn't seem all that much better here. You can basically call out an animal, and they will reply relative to where they are, so you can follow where their name is, and then you can find them. So Sherry is right here. So let's say Sherry. Wow, that was instant. And I just summoned Siri. Oh boy. So sometimes it works. It's not a feature that I am going to use, most likely. Hey, it's Bam, also known as Lobo. Now, I was curious. I actually saw that you can get these cheer megaphones, and yeah, it doesn't work. You can't use these as a replacement for a regular megaphone. Kinda stinks, but also I don't really care. And by the way, the reason why you need the Switch 2 edition in order to use that feature is the Switch 2 has a microphone, the Switch 1 does not. So it's kind of one of those things that it stinks that, again, that's a feature that was in New Leaf, and they finally added it to New Horizons, but only if you pay them $5 for the Switch 2 edition, and also have a Switch 2. It's not that big a deal of a feature, at least to me personally. It's Colton. Colton is the one crafting. What you doing? Golden wall. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll take the golden wall recipe. Heck yeah, dude. So, I think we've pretty much covered everything. I want to take a moment to talk about the villagers that are on my island, because at this point, everyone is here. All of the houses are taken, so this is my current selection of villagers. And I'm going to say most of these I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not going to be, like, heartbroken if, say, Victoria wants to move out. Just personally, I'm not huge on a lot of these animals. So Victoria, Antonio, Lobo, I'm not huge on any of those. Lyman, probably in the same boat. Colton, I'm a little bit more fond of, but not huge. Rex, I'm not a fan of Rex, to be honest. I'm very okay with replacing him. Bon Bon and Alice, I'm okay with. And you may have noticed that I didn't mention Bam or Sherry. Those two I plan on keeping. They were here from the beginning. I would like to keep them. I think that it would be nice to keep, they're the first animals that lived here, and it would be rude of me to kick them off. That's me personally. Maybe I'll change my mind, but for now I want to keep them here. I need to come up with a way to outro the video, and oh wait, the game gave me an outro. It's Cakus. Hello, Cakus Lighter. And I'm gonna hopefully type it correctly. I think it is KK. But I don't want to look it up. KK Dub. It was added in the 2.0 update for the game, and it might be my favorite KK Slider song. If only from the standpoint of how the music version sounds. Not huge on how KK Slider sounds when he sings it, but I like the radio version.